what's going on? I'm Chris Greer, Christopher A. Greer, for those who are funky. You are in tune to Smoke and Tell That. All right?
Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Tanisha. Catch me on your TV screen, and you are now watching another episode of Smoke and Tell That. And I'm not sitting here all by myself. I have a special guest that's coming in the building today. I would like to welcome Mr. Christopher Greer.
Hey, do I hit this here? No.
You can just come in.
Oh.
I have Mr.
Hey, what's going on?
In the building.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? What's going on?
Yes, Christopher. So you guys, I'm Christopher. Introduce yourself. Let them know about you.
Christopher A. Greer. I'm an actor, producer, screenwriter, musician. Do a lot of other stuff too. You know, if you look me up, Google me, then you see all the stuff I do. But that's roughly what I do. I'm an actor and director and screenwriter and producer. That's it.
Yeah. So, Crystal, we've done some little things together too as well.
Yeah.
We did the stage play. One's a headache.
One's a.
For everybody who had on the show, they do not remember.
It was the longest title in the world. Shout out to Carla
Shaw.
Monet Shaw, my sister.
Period.
Once a trip.
Two's
a.
No, it was once a headache.
Once a headache.
Two's company.
Three's a crowd.
I remember because I just had Diddy on the show. I just had Carlos on the show. So I was like, I remember. Even though it was a long little line, but
it was.
I remember it.
That was the longest titled play I've ever been in.
And what else did we do together?
I don't know.
The Confusion web series.
Oh, yes. Confusion 2. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to Akira Burton. Yeah. Man, I forgot all about I played Seth, the god of chaos and disorder.
And I played Hamagria. Sexy bad chick, yeah. And what else did we do?
I don't know.
Oh my God! I know
it's been a while.
So long. Yes,
it's been a while.
I'm gonna give him a break. I'm gonna let you just think. Like, what else did we do? What other movies did we do? I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
The director name the first letter began with a C. The last name began with a B.
First name B, last name.
The first letter began with
C,
a C. The
last name
began
B.
with a B. We did her movie. And it's on Amazon Prime and Tubi.
Cassandra Bell. We did September Rain.
Yes.
Wow. And you want to hear something about September Rain?
What?
September Rain was the first movie that I ever did where I had lines.
Are you serious?
That is, yeah. And I told Cassandra, I said, Cassandra, you are instrumental in starting my career.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, hold on. I had a part in that too. Didn't I do some headshots?
I think you did. Yeah,
I did your headshots, and you got on the Jam TV show through me.
Yeah.
I was the first person.
Shouts out to I forgot what her name is. She's from she's from Jeffrey Manor. We talked for a while. She's in
the one
Cleveland.
With the host?
Yeah.
With the bush,
curly hair.
Yeah, she was so cool. I forgot her name too.
Is it Stephanie? Was it Stephanie?
Forget.
I forgot. Yeah. My memory. I forgot everything. But September Rain was the first movie. Actually, was it the first or the second? I think it was the first because I think I did Confusion after that. I did Confusion after that. That was the first movie that I ever did. Because I was doing just extra stuff.
So what about canned TV? I thought you weren't doing that neither at the time.
I wasn't doing canned TV at the time. I didn't have my television show at that time. No. That I had just started. I was doing a lot of extra stuff. I was doing Empire, APB. Widows.
Okay, no, well, let's get to these questions now.
Okay. We're gonna do the questions.
Okay,
now.
So the first
you see,
question.
I got a new tattoo.
Okay, let's. Ooh,
look
where
at
did
that.
you get that? It look fresh to new too.
It is. It's new.
What does that mean? What does it mean?
It's the Eye of Horus.
Eye of Horus.
Yeah,
What does
for
that mean?
protection and prosperity,
Wow,
and some
I
other
like
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
Did it hurt?
It hurt a little bit. It hurt less than this one right here.
Wow.
Me and my wife
okay,
have.
Christopher, you getting tatted up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Matter of fact, this is me and my wife have matching tattoos. This is the date we got married.
What day do it say? Because it's like it's in a
It says
new month.
it says
10?
10, 22, 22.
In my birthday month. Wow.
Mine too. I'm Libra.
What? Period.
Yeah, October 18th.
October 8th.
October. Yep. And so
we're
we're
you getting bad now. Okay.
yeah. I'm gonna give me another one right here,
Ooh.
and then I'm gonna start working out.
Okay. Let's get into these.
That's how you do that. That's how you do that.
All right. So
Okay, go ahead.
my first question is.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just warming up. Give me your answer.
It's not the smoke yet.
Okay.
So how did you become an actor, and what skills did you build or learn at the time being?
Ooh, how did I become an actor? Well, the wild thing about that is that I have been acting since I was 16 years old. When I was in high school at Chicago Vocational High School, the baddest CVS, the baddest school from east to west.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I was going there, and I was interested in doing a lot of acting because I wanted to be behind the scenes. I wanted to direct. I wanted to act and do all that stuff. So there was a small little company called the Illinois Film Office. The Illinois Film Office had this casting hotline that you call. And so you call there, so welcome to the Illinois Film Office. These are the castings as of, and I have the week. And so what I used to do is I used to write down whenever that they were having their casting and send in the my headshot, which I didn't really have headshots. I had a picture that I took, and I just went to Walgreens and I blew it up. And surprisingly, I was in somewhere in the area of about 12 movies since I was 16 years old. That's when I was doing the extra thing. But the first movie that I was in was called Lady Blue. It was a TV miniseries which starred Danny Aiello and this young lady's, I forgot her name was. She's an Irish American actress, red hair, and the name of the television show was Lady Blue on ABC. So I got a chance to meet Danny Aiello, and it blew me away because I really didn't know who he was until I saw. Oh my God!
I know it's been so long.
until I saw Harlem Nights.
Oh,
he was the detective, the dirty detective. I forgot what his name was.
That's the one with Eddie Murphy.
That's with Eddie Murphy. When the one that they locked in the vault, and they said, take little breaths. He gets like that, and then Danny Aiello he was there, and he went, and they left him in the vault.
I don't even remember that.
You got to watch that movie again.
I'm sorry, I don't even know that
I watched Harlem Nights like 17 times. So I met Danny Aiello. The second film that I did, actually the first film that I did was called My Bodyguard, and that starred Martin Mull, Ruth Gordon, Matt Dillon, and Chris Makepeace, and so it was something different. It was something that I wasn't really used to. And then I started getting the hang of it. And I started doing Turks with William Devane. I did Stir of Echoes with Kevin Bacon. I did Barbershop 2. And I got a lot of screen time in Barbershop 2. I actually made it to one of the chairs. The chair
which barbershop?
Barbershop 2. The one that was filmed on 79th Street.
I know. I just watched that. I gotta watch it again because I didn't even see. Because I saw a couple of my people. I hit them up like, "Hey, I know you got you a sad card for speaking." But I didn't watch that again. I did not see you.
Yeah, I was in the chair right next to Ice Cube's chair. I was in the white guy's chair.
Wow. I'm about to watch
And
it again.
and just like when I forgot what his name was, the African guy. When he came in, he said, Kelvin, come look, and they were getting a look at the new.
One.
Yeah.
Okay.
They wanted me to be his stand-in.
Period. Okay.
And I was like,
did you know what a stand-in was?
No. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Is it more money? They says, yeah. I was like, okay, I'll do it. But they chose somebody else. But he came in. He said, Calvin, come look. And then Ice Cube was talking to Cedric the Entertainer, and he said, "Man, y'all going to hell for that," because they said something about either Prince or Luther Vandross or something like that. And so, as soon as he no, this was in the movie. Yeah, it was in the movie. Yeah, and so he walks past, and then you see me in the chair, and the actor's name, I forgot what his name is. Of course, I forgot everything. Okay. But he is Jane Fonda's son. And he's been in a lot of stuff. He was in Boardwalk Empire. He's a pretty prominent actor. But anyway, there was the white guy that was the barber.
Not to cut you up, because I had spoken with B. Cole, and he also said that Emmett Till's mother was in there or something like that.
Emmett Till's mother?
Yeah, he was in Emmett Till. Something about Emmett Till's mother or the brother. Somebody was in there played as one of the characters. So he told me. I
think it might have been brother or cousin.
What are those? So he said
brother or cousin, because I met some of his people, Emmett Till's people, because we did a play that's called Justice on Trial. See, you don't need no questions with me.
Wait.
They get me to talking. I just start talking.
Can you name some of the plays and what made you want to get into being in stage plays?
Plays? Oh, number one, I was just talking to Daryl T. Easley, who I did a play with called Two Wrongs Don't Make It Right in Dayton, Ohio. And I was just talking to him about that. And I was telling him who got me started in stage plays. Now, the person that got me started in stage plays, well, it was two different people. But his name is Victor Gully. Victor Gully had his theater company, and I was asked by my play sister Jay and Jade Nicholson, and she came to me. She said, "Big bruh, we got this part in this play, and you will fit. So why don't you come and check it out?" I said, "I don't do plays."
Oh well. Okay.
And she said, "Why you don't do plays?" I said, "Because I don't trust my memory." See, okay. I don't trust my. And now here it is. I have to regurgitate information that's memorized in front of people. Yeah. I didn't want no part of that. So what I did was I ended up telling her yes, and I went by there. I checked it out. And that was it. The name of that play was called Games People Play.
Okay, that's a movie too, right?
No, it's two can play at that game. That's a different movie. But that is what started my theater career. And from then on, I've done about 8 stage plays.
Period.
Yeah. Okay. But thanks to Victor Gully for selecting me and actually busting my cherry. And so now I have no problem with standing up on stage and doing anything. It's like second nature now.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now another thing.
Okay.
It's kind of like one of my mantras is that, and I got it from Cassandra Bell. She said, if you want to be rich, do TV. If you want to be famous, do movies. If you want to be good, do theater.
Okay, Cassandra Bell. Right.
So now she didn't make it up. That's where I got it from. She didn't make that up. Somebody else said that.
Okay. You said I thought maybe
Yeah, somebody else made it up. But Cassandra, she posted on Facebook.
Okay.
She posted on the book.
She posted. Okay.
You know everything on the book is true.
Yeah, so she brought it to life for everybody to see. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, so my next question is: at the age of 7 years old, what inspired you to want to play instruments?
The age of 7 years old. Well, I come from a musical family. My father played trumpet. No, he played bugle in the Army. He was a sergeant, not a staff sergeant, but a sergeant. My mother played piano. My older brother, Alonzo Greer, also known now as Al Greer, he's a multi-instrumentalist. He played guitar, bass, keyboards, drums. So I wanted to do whatever he did. He was my big brother. So what I did was I just went ahead and just played with all these different instruments. And I started off with guitar. And I started playing guitar when I was 7. And then I went and I took lessons. And the lessons were kind of a deterrent because the guy that was teaching me, he was like George Benson. He wasn't George Benson, but he was like, he could play. And so I would start playing, and I'm playing like doom, 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 doom. And he's over there in the cut going like, and I'm looking at him like, okay, show me that. He said, man, you got to get that dome, 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 dome first. And so I started playing guitar at 7. I started playing trumpet at 13 when I started attending CVS. I became a music major there, and then I learned how to play all brass, French horn, baritone, tuba, and I also still played a little bit of piano. So total about 9, 10 instruments. I just bought me a violin, so I might pick up violin, but I don't think it's going to work because my fingers are too big.
Okay, so are you thirsty?
Thirsty?
Mm-hmm.
No, I've never known to be a thirsty man.
No, for a drink.
I'll take a drink. Okay. I'll take a little bit. I'm not too much of a drinker anymore. Okay, and this is my glass.
Yeah, get your wine glass.
Get my wine.
Let's have us a
Give
drink.
me some wine. Okay.
I know you
what is this? This Boone's Farm?
This is Bare Feet.
Barefoot.
Bare Feet Moscato.
This segment is sponsored by Barefoot
Period.
Wine.
So while you
strawberry.
Drink out of that, I'm going to drink out of this.
You know, that reminds me of a joke. I used to watch a lot of the Dean Martin show, and Dean Martin was known to be a drinker, an alcoholic, a drunk, whatever you call it. Not an alcoholic because he didn't go into any meetings, so he was a drunk. Now, Dean Martin used to say he'd be at the bar and he's smoking his cigarette and stuff like that. He said, I told my wife, I think her name was Dolores, I told Dolores I was only going to have one drink. And then the lady comes out with this tray and a glass that big and said, here you are, Mr. Martin. He's like, thank you.
He said, one drink.
And then he said, cheers. So.
Okay, so my next question is, so you fed over 25,000 families. Tell us more about that.
During COVID, I started a non-for-profit called Eureka Charities, and what I would do is I would rent a box truck, go to a food distributor, pick up food, and I'll bring it back, and I would have like pop-up grocery giveaways. Also. After a while, it got to a point where I was doing grocery giveaways every single week, and different companies and clubs and churches and stuff like that wanted me to help them sponsor feeding people during COVID, because a lot of people were out of work, a lot of people weren't eating, they had no food, and what we did was we loaded up the truck. And we moved to Beverly. No, we loaded up the truck, and then we had these giveaways, and we gave away food, and we fed over 22,000 families during I think that was 2019, 2020. So whenever it was actually 2020 because COVID started in 19 that December. So during 2020. We fed like 22,000 families.
Wow.
Yeah, which equates to carry the one. That's, now, I was gonna say how many people, but you know. Whatever.
Okay, so I'm sorry for cutting you off. So tell us about the commercials you've done.
I've done a few commercials. I did a commercial for a company called oh my God, my memory.
You know, that's
I think what it is, and I'm not trying to like blow my own horn, but I've done so many different projects within the last 5 or 6 years. Helix. I did a commercial for Helix, where Helix is a company. It's kind of like Ancestry.com, and it was before Ancestry.com when it had DNA and you could find your family and stuff like that. So I did a commercial for them. I also did a commercial for the Center for Disease Control, where it actually was released the first time during the BET Awards, where it was convincing people to get the COVID booster. And so you see me, and I'll come out there. So I was thinking about taking the COVID booster. So if y'all want to see that stuff, just go ahead, just like Google it. It'll pop up.
Okay.
Or go to my Facebook page. Or go to any of my Facebook pages. I got like 7 of them or something like that.
Okay, so now it's time to get into
Like
the
5.
smoke and tell that question.
Smoke and tell that
So
question.
grab yours.
Smell my. Smoke and
It's
smell
time to get
that.
the smoke and tell that.
Woo, don't get my drink.
Right, we'll go with glass.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's a lot of balloon, a lot of
A
bubbles.
lot of
This segment is sponsored by Amazon.
Period.
Amazon and Dove.
Okay. Right. Okay, so I want you to pick a card.
Pick a card, any card.
Pick a card, any card. Pick a card, any card.
Okay, boom. Oh, I'm not supposed to read it.
Okay, so the card says,
It says,
have you ever farted in public?
yes. I farted. Okay, I was on the north side of Chicago, and I was at a place where you work out, a health club. I was at a fitness place,
workout.
and so the thing is that I was like, I want to get into yoga, so I was like, damn. The yoga classes was like 9 a.m. It was 9. Yeah, yoga class started at 9 o'clock, and so I'm looking around. I don't see nobody with the same melanin like that I had, and nor did I see another male. So I was the only dude in there, and so I walk up, and it's a really funny story, but I'm gonna try to make it short. So what had happened was, we were doing this pose where we laid on our backs, and then we took our feet and we put our feet up above our heads. So, me being new to this,
I know where it's going.
so with me being new to this, here it is. I'm trying to throw my legs up, and I was like, throw my legs up again. Ugh. Next thing you know, I was like, here we go. Ugh. It was like, whomp.
I know, that's why I felt like I knew where it was going, so wait.
Man, next thing you know, you heard snickering. And everybody knew who it was. It was a manly fart. It was like, whomp.
Oh, loud too.
It was loud. It was like, I couldn't hide. I couldn't hide. Even though everybody had their legs over their head, they could look to the side. They looked to the side like this and said, that was hell. That's part man right there. Okay.
Okay.
That was it.
Card.
Another card. Okay, we'll pick that one. Oh, I'm supposed to give it here.
Have you ever stole items out of stores?
Hell yeah. Yeah. As a small child, I ain't had no job. I grew up poor.
What? What? You real poor?
We
was real poor at the time.
Poor. We grew up poor. And what had happened was my mother sent me to the store. It was to go to Jewel. And so I'm in Jewel. As a matter of fact, was I with my mama? I might have been with my mama. She ain't sent me to no store. Because she only sent me to the store to get cigarettes. But my mama sent me to the store. And she said, no, I was with my mom at the store. And you remember the Brock's candy display? It's called Pick a Mix. This might be before your time. Because you like 4. You like 4. She like 4 years old. Yeah. I'm like 58. She like 4. Anyway, yeah. it was a big display called Brock's Pick a Mix. And it had like caramels. It had peppermints. It had several different types of candies and stuff like that. So, back in the day, people trusted everybody. So what I was like, oh, what is that? So I just picked one and stuff like that popped in my mouth. The next thing you know, it's like, pow! Boy, what you doing?
Your mama.
It was my mama. She saw me. and so she said, she can't say put it back because it was already in my mouth. Mm-hmm. And so she had, my somebody, and my mother, the woman holier than thou, she had to buy a half a pound of it. Just so I wouldn't go to hell.
Okay, Mama.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you, Mama.
Thank you, Mom. But Mom, some other stuff happened after that.
What?
That I might get up there with you on a technicality.
What else?
Maybe them 22,000 families I fed.
So you stole more stuff out of?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There was a lady. Hey, there was a lady. She was 2 blocks over, and she had a grapevine in her backyard. So I'm with some of my friends, the crew that's up to no good. I'm with them, and so we go to this lady's backyard, and we started taking grapes off our grapevine and start eating them, and so we got caught. The wild thing about it is that in my parents' backyard, we had like 6 grapevines. I was doing it because everybody else was doing it. Yeah, we had grapevines in our backyard, and because my mother used to make grape jelly, and my father used to make wine. They used to alternate wine, jelly, and stuff like that. And we had the same thing in our backyard. And I got caught, and so still it wasn't my strong suit. You see, two thefts, 2 caughts. So stealing. Don't steal. If your kids out there, don't steal. Yep. Get a job, buy what you want.
Period.
That's what I do. Yes. Going on to the next question. Are we going to do all these questions?
Nope.
Oh, sorry.
This is the last one.
Oh.
What you want to do all of it?
Why not? We got enough time.
What was the most embarrassing moment that happened to you?
Oh, wow. The most embarrassing moment that ever happened to me. Why would I even say that on Facebook? I mean, on YouTube.
I'm a smoke until you get ready to tell that.
Well, you gonna be doing a lot of smoking. Most embarrassing.
Vulgar that ever happened to you.
I can't really remember anything
if you ain't
embarrassing.
had none, shoot, that's good.
Yeah, next question. I ain't had nothing embarrassing. Okay. I ain't never been embarrassed.
Ain't nothing, period.
It's some good wine.
Thank you.
This segment is sponsored by Barefoot.
Period.
Barefoot strawberry wine.
Okay, got some questions. Which one did you pick?
Let's go this one here.
Who would you invite if you can invite 3 people to dinner?
They have to be alive?
Mm-hmm.
They have to be alive.
They have to be alive.
Okay, 3 people that I would invite to dinner. To my crib?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So one of them people would include my wife, so she'd have to be there.
Tell us, I would like to hear more about the wifey. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. It's fabulous. I'm married to a fabulous woman. But back to me. And she's gonna watch this. He's like, and she's gonna be like, no, she's gonna be like, yeah, that's him. That's him. That's my husband.
So you named your wife.
No, she already gonna be there. So,
Right.
first person I would bring over, Denzel Washington.
Okay.
The next person that I would bring over would be, I had his name right on the tip of my tongue. He's I don't know if he's Indian or Pakistani. I don't know.
So he in the movie industry?
No, he's not. He is and he like tinted, and they got little diamonds on the side, and he a real cool dude, real smart dude. Oh my God. Oh my God. I forgot his name, but he a real smart Indian dude.
Okay. So you said your
maybe
wife.
might be to edit it in, just say, and I can just his name is.
So you said your wife, Denzel Washington, the Indian guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, my wife was already be there because we come to my crib, bro. She lived there.
Period.
My wife lived there.
So you don't.
So she gonna be there. So she don't count.
So why did you choose Denzel? I want to know.
Why should Denzel? Because Denzel, I think he got a story. He has a story. His life, his legacy, his career has expanded to parts where I wanna just holler at him and just say, okay, what you got to tell me that might help me get from point A to point C, and I would like to be like a sponge in the room with him. Man, I'm picturing this dude.
Denzel.
Not Denzel. I know
the third person.
No, the second person. My wife is already there. We at the house. She's at the house already.
Period.
The third person would be Viola Davis.
Okay.
Viola Davis, Denzel Washington, and the Indian dude that's really, really smart.
Okay.
Really, I forgot what his name. I'm gonna think of his name probably before we finish.
Why did you choose Viola?
Viola, because Viola is kind of like Denzel, but she grew up totally different. If you read her book, you need to read her book. She was telling the stories about how she grew up, and she grew up poor. I'm not poor. She grew up poor to the point that they couldn't afford the other 2 letters. It was poor. She was poor, and she said they would sleep and they would have mice. No, she didn't say mice. She said they would have rats running over and stuff like that while they're trying to. Yeah, and they had to get tightly up under the cover up their faces, and then the mice would just run all over and stuff like that while she was sleeping. And for her to come from those meager circumstances to the extreme, excellent international star that she is now, she has a story to tell, and I really want to hear it from her, And so, yeah.
You got some amazing guests at your dinner table.
Yeah,
That's
even the
what's
Indian
up.
guy that I can't think of his name.
We'll get it later. So, your last question will be that you have won a chance to go home with a gift. So we have here clippers and trimmer.
Tripping clippers.
And a trimmer.
And a trimmer. Trimmer or clippers tripper?
Both.
Oh, I get both. Oh, okay.
Yes. So
this segment is sponsored by Thanos. Stannis hair trimmer clippers.
Yes.
And these are gold.
Yeah. You want to open them? Or wait till you get home?
I'm going to wait till I get home. I'm going to be in the bathroom like, my wife going to be like, what you doing?
Trimming and clipping?
Because she hates me to have short hair.
Wow, see, now I just pushed you.
Yeah, you got me in trouble. Nah. But actually might be able to straighten up this hairline, which is weird. My grandfather used to cut. He was a barber, so he says, and he used to comb my hair to the right and then cut it, and so that's how my hair used to grow as a child. And so what happens is that it's higher on this side than it's on this side.
You can't tell though.
Yeah, because it took years to correct it. Or, I just started hitting myself in the head like, bow, 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 and then it evened out.
So my last question is, do you have any more projects that you have coming out or that you're working on right now at this moment?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I have a movie that I've been working on. Matter of fact, I think the first time when you girls interviewed me, Alicia and Shantae.
Yes, I forget this. Oh my gosh, okay.
Yeah.
I was a part of Kisses Don't Laugh talk show as well, and we also had Christopher Greer on the show.
Yeah, that was different. Chris
Shout
then.
out to Shantae and Lisa
Shout out.
Schaefer, my girl.
Hey girl.
Kisses Don't Laugh.
Hello, girl. And so I think that during that time I was working on a project that still hasn't been released yet. It's called Later, and it's kind of like my best work so far. It's like I play a character that is kind of like Denzel Washington in Book of Eli, and I'm like this soothsaying type of dude with a checkered past. Nobody knows what I am and all of this other stuff. And so hopefully one day they will finish editing it and color correcting. That's what they say when it's like, well,
it'll be done soon.
we gotta color correct. For one thing, I'm a filmmaker. You hit a button, it corrects it. So
That's
don't
true.
don't tell me that stuff.
Period.
Anyway, I have a commercial that's coming out with Louisville Tourist Commission. It's all you're gonna do is hear my voice though. It's for Louisville bourbon country, and so it's like when you hear it, you might not think it's me. You might not know it's me because I have kind of like no, they're not gonna show my face at all.
So you're doing a voiceover?
It's a voiceover, yeah.
Okay.
And so the cool thing about it is that I have a little bit of southern midwestern drawl in it that makes it different than how I normally sound. So you might not even know it as me. Okay. People that know me might know it as me, but then again.
So you consider it sad now, right? You got
I'm been sad.
And everything too, right? Who you signed with?
I am signed with Michelle Hayes. With the Hayes talent.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm with Gil son. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, my wife is with Gil.
Very good. Okay.
And I also do the stuff that's outside of it with other agencies that I have an agent for voiceovers. I have an agent for commercial and industrial. Then I have an agent for theatrical and stuff like that. So
wow.
Yeah. I got to stay busy because I got a mortgage. I got a mortgage. Mortgages don't care about what movie you've been in. He said, they were like, oh, Mr. Greer, you late with your mortgage. I said, well, I haven't got paid from this movie and stuff. Oh.
They ain't wanted it.
Oh, well.
Sorry to hear that, but what did you pay?
So what? You think Friday? Is it going to be in there Friday?
Yep.
So, and I'd be like, well, oh, wow, Mr. Greer. Have you ever thought about going back to FedEx?
Oh.
Yeah, I retired from FedEx in 2016, and I went into acting full time.
Wow.
Yeah, I I got tired of listening to the bald-headed guy with the big mustache talk about jumping, and I was like,
You weren't on no trucks, was you? You was like in the.
I was a courier. I
so you was a carrier,
I delivered and I picked up.
Period. Okay, you
Yeah.
weren't one of them
Yeah.
truck boys, baby.
And first, I started off as I loaded trucks.
Oh.
I loaded trucks at the airport.
Okay, you load all them luggages up on that big long truck that's from right to this kitchen all
Yeah.
the way to where that house at.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it's a 53 footer.
I know.
And I would load it by myself.
Yourself.
By myself. And it'd take me like 3 hours.
Yes, trust me.
Yeah.
I know.
So after about 6 months, I got promoted because I was so dedicated and doing the work. And then the next thing you know, I was over people that were doing. I ran the dock, and then then 6 months later, I became a courier, and I went to the downtown hub, and I was delivering. Delivering the pickup now.
You upgrading the business.
Oh yeah, was unprecedented. Never did a person ever work at FedEx and go from part time to full time in 1 year.
Wow.
Me and my boy Demetrius Kelly. Shout out to Demetrius Kelly. He's still there. Whew. I don't know how you do it, bro.
So let the people know they can find you.
You can find me in the Edge.
Hey.
Well, you can find me on Facebook, Christopher A. Greer. If you see that it's a version that looks like me and he's a lot younger, it's probably Junior. So that's my son, Junior.
Okay.
We look a lot alike, but he's smaller and stuff like that. He got a big old beard, look like a big old.
Your twin, huh?
Yeah, that's my twin right there. And he got a LeBron James beard and stuff like that. He's in the beard crew. And you can find me on Instagram at Christopher A. Greer. No, Chris A. Greer, I think. You can find me on Twitter at the real Chris Greer. You can find me on TikTok as the real Chris Greer. I don't know why the hell I'm on TikTok. I don't know.
Promoting.
It is?
Yeah, it's like another.
Man.
But you know what? During the COVID, I really thought that it was like a good way to help people when they acting too as well. Because I had got a lot of people on TikTok to do the Beyonce challenge. I forgot the name of the challenge, but still, I forgot the challenge was. But I got a lot of people on it. I'm like, I think TikTok
I did that challenge.
You did it with us?
No, I didn't.
Oh, no, I
I didn't do no Beyonce challenge.
It was about 34 of us doing that. But yeah, I had thought that doing TikTok like really helped a lot of people in their household at the time of COVID.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on there. All I do is I put TikTok.
It helped me with your acting though, for real.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, because you could do a reading with somebody too on there too as well. Yacht reporter, news reporter, everything like that.
I just put cute little videos of me and my wife on
Oh,
there.
you could do that too as well.
Yeah, that's nobody's gonna really give money.
Creator, right?
Are we? We are. You know what? I see a lot of people saying they content creators.
Content creators is like constantly posting up videos and doing skits, or just constantly posting and just being consistent and posting.
And they get paid for it.
And you're getting paid for it. Yes, being monetized.
Oh.
Are you monetized?
Mm-mm. I need to do that. Then.
You can make it to being monetized. I'm monetized.
You monetized? Oh, so you gonna get paid for that? Oh. How much we making? I guess you keep it to ourselves.
I just know it's not going to.
But I got clippers.
It's actually for YouTube, so.
But I got clippers though, for real.
Yeah.
I mean, cool clippers too, sure. But yeah, you said you had something else to ask me.
Actually, I can see. I can ask you some more.
Oh, you got more
Okay.
questions? She got more questions. Hold it. It's 44 minutes.
What made you choose the Bethune-Cookman University?
Oh, Bethune-Cookman.
Bethune.
Oh. Well, that is a short but funny story. I was coming out of CVS, and I received 3 scholarships to college. and for music, because I was the number 2 musician in the whole state of Illinois. Number 1 was Tony Moore, who is still out there now. He's playing with Lee Ritenour and Paul Jackson Jr. He's in it to win it. He's out there playing all across the world. And me, I came in second place. Second place wasn't bad. I got 3 scholarships to go to college: Southern University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Grambling State University in Bethune-Cookman. Oh, 4. It was 4, and DePaul University. Now, DePaul University, I didn't go there because it was here in Chicago, and I wanted to get out the house. I wanted to escape. I wanted to get out, and so that I X'd that out. Grambling State, I didn't know nothing about Louisiana, so I didn't go. Southern in Baton Rouge, I didn't know nothing about Louisiana, so I didn't go. Excuse me. Bethune-Cookman. There was a airline called Eastern Airlines, and they had this commercial and stuff like that. And it said, and had this lady walking down the shoreline and stuff. The sun was setting, and she had a bikini on, and it says, "Come to Florida." And I was like, "That's where I'm going to school."
So you chose that school because you saw a woman in a bikini
in a commercial.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's how I picked Bethune-Cookman.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But was it a good school? It was a good school.
It was a good school.
Right
It was a good school. I stayed there for 3 years, and I was a political science major. I was pre-law, and so I started a family early, and so I ended up dropping out. I went back, but it just didn't fit in with what was going on in my life. My life had taken a different turn, and so I would revisit it again by going to Robert Morris College in Chicago. I got my paralegal certificate, stayed in the law field, worked at law firms, worked at some of the top law firms in Chicago, and after that, just life took some other turns. Now I am in my junior year at Governor State University. I'm majoring in theater and performing arts, and I'm theater and performing arts major, and I should be graduating in 2025.
Period.
So no matter how old you are, still follow your dreams.
Mm-hmm.
It can still happen, and you can still go somewhere. You can still do what you want to do.
Be all you can be.
Yeah, be all like the Army. Be all you.
Yeah.
Yep, you can still do that.
So you guys have been watching Smoke and Tell That.
We finished? Is that it? Is that
You
it?
want more? You got more to talk about?
You said you wanted to talk about my wife.
Oh, well, we can go. Okay. Because I asked
You got a
you
question
about the
for?
content creator with your wife.
Okay. Oh,
I
yeah.
asked you
We have a
about
television.
that. You
We have a
said-
television
but
show.
she was like,
Yeah, I was like, you make money?
well.
Well, actually, me and my wife, we have a show called Lights, Camera, Action with Felicia Greer and Christopher Greer. It is on KNTV, Channel 19. Also on YouTube. Also on, we're working on getting it on 2 other channels.
Okay.
And stuff like that.
So what do you guys do as a content creator?
Oh, what we do? Wow, we have a show that is focused towards entertainment.
Oh.
People that are in the entertainment field, whether you write, act, direct, whatever, and what we do is we interview people.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
you need to watch my show.
Yeah.
My show is really, really good.
I didn't know that.
It's really good. It's really good. My co-host is fabulous.
Period. It's
So,
wifey.
but we've interviewed our first person that we interviewed was Erica Porter, MBA, the media maven. She was our first guest.
From what do we do? The movie at September Rain at the what's that?
At the Harold Washington
Harold Washington Culture Center.
Oh, was she
Right?
there?
Was she there? Erica
I don't
Porter?
know.
Okay,
I
no,
don't-
it's not the same one.
It might be.
Okay.
It might be. Erica Porter is a producer. She was on Netflix. She Ready with Tiffany Haddish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Now me and Flame went to high school together, and I've known Flame since he was 13. And I say she or he. It depends on how he feel that day. You know, because he is a transsexual, I think. I'm not sure, but he still has men's equipment, but he has breasts, and he is one of the top comedians. Fabulous friends of mine, and he was in town, and I said, "You got to be on our show." And he said, and the first thing he said, when he came on the show, he said, "Man, you better be glad I love you, Chris Greer, because I was thinking about I should tell him this so I don't have to come." Because he didn't want to feel like doing it.
So you don't have to come.
But we talked for like 2 hours. It was a fantastic show. We also did an interview with Maurice Clopton, Young Blaze, who was so Young Blaze is a internationally known producer, rapper, director. He's they call him Amazon. He is a one-stop shopping. Whatever you need, he'll do sound design. He'll do the score for you. He'll write the script, and he'll direct it, and he'll edit it, and color correct it, and all the rest of the other stuff. And he was our third guest, and along with that we had Curtis Kincaid, fabulous guitarist. We have all different types of people. Okay. Quincy J. Trent was one of our guests. He is a director, screenwriter of some fabulous movies starring Simeon Henderson, Cuba Gooding's younger brother, Omar Gooding. He's done a lot of movies here in Chicago that he's famous for, and we also have another interview with Keith Walker, and we're still trying to put all that footage together. Keith Walker is a cinematographer for Oprah Winfrey. Period. Not the show Oprah Winfrey. Period. She don't mess with nobody else but Keith Walker. He's a fabulous cinematographer. He is the best in the game, and so we're actually I think we're coming up on show 6 or something like that, and we're trying to get that together. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to thank Christopher Greer for coming out to the Smoke and Tell That podcast.
And I want to thank you for inviting me.
No problem. You know how to come. You know how to get you on.
Yeah. All you gotta do is just call me.
Period. I'm your host, and you should catch me on your TV screen.
TV screen. Bye, girl. Bye.